In this video, we're going to be going over an Alaskan cruise that I was able to book on the Carnival Spirit with a casino comp that ports out of Seattle, Washington. We're going to go over how much the comp cost me and everything I have planned to do while I'm there. All of that is coming up right after this. Welcome to Cruising on Comps. Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Chris. This is Cruising on Comps, where we talk about cruising on complimentary offers that we get by gambling in the casino on our current cruise. And that's precisely what we're going to be talking about today, is a trip I have booked to Alaska that I was able to book through Carnival on a casino comp. So without further ado, let's jump right into it and go over how much this comp cost me, what my profit and loss was for last year with Carnival, to show you how much I lost in order to get this comp and everything involved. So let's jump to it. Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk about 2025. What was my win-loss for Carnival? I only took one Carnival cruise in 2025. That was on the Mardi Gras. It was an 8-day cruise. Lost a little bit more than normal, but my total loss for Carnival for 2025, which helped generate this comp, was $1,846.29. And with that loss, I was able to generate just over 12,000 points. So with Carnival, you get 1 point for every $2 you cycle through the machine. So I cycled roughly $24,000 worth of coin in through the slot machines as I was playing over the course of the week to generate those 12,000 plus points. Okay, now let's discuss the cruise itself. The cruise is on the Carnival Spirit, and it leaves out of Seattle, Washington. Day 2 is going to be a fun day at sea. Day 3 is cruise Endicott Arm Fjord. Day 4 is in Skagway, Alaska. Day 5 is in Juneau, Alaska. Day 6 is in Ketchikan. Day 7 is in Victoria, British Columbia. And then we get off the ship the following morning back in Seattle. Okay, before we move to how much I actually pay for this cruise, if you're finding this information helpful and you have not yet subscribed, if you would be so kind as to do so, it would mean a great deal to me. In addition to that, I also have channel memberships available. You can find that information in the join button below. And if you go to cruisingoncomps.com, you're going to be able to find things like my free gamble tracker app. You're going to be able to find several different calculators to help you figure out your budget, how much your comp is worth, etc. And I have written a few books, and you can find all of those books on my website as well. You can buy them through Amazon, Kindle Unlimited, Kindle, or some of them are even in paperback versions. So check those out. But enough of that. Let's hop back over and find out how much did I actually pay for this cruise. Okay, so now let's break down how much I actually paid for this cruise. So my total cost was $829.86. That breaks down to a cruise fare of $300, a cruise fees and expenses of $389.72, and taxes and fees $140.14. Now, I had to make a $300 deposit, and I got that deposit back as onboard credit. Now, what that does is it zeroes out the cruise fare, and that's how Carnival basically makes it where it's a free cruise fare. However, the fees and expenses and the taxes on this particular Alaskan cruise are far more than you would normally find on like a Caribbean cruise. So definitely more expensive, but I also got some additional perks with this cruise. Number one, it is a premier cruise. So I get a few little perks with it being premier, like priority embarkation and disembarkation. I also get like a free gift in my room and things like that. Plus I have opportunity in the casino to win some additional free play. In addition to that, I also did receive $200 of free play, and I get drinks everywhere on the ship. So that is definitely a value in and of itself. But for the sake of how much it cost out of pocket to go on the cruise, it was $829.86. Okay, so if you've been around the channel for a while, you know how I kind of approach this. But if you're new here, basically what I do is I want to figure out what is the actual value of this comp, because that helps me figure out my actual gambling budget. So what I do is I open an incognito window on my computer. I go to carnival.com and I type in the cruise, what category of stateroom I'm in. The fact on this cruise is I'm cruising solo, and it will give me a total cost of that for retail. So for the purposes of this, it's $3,152.86 is the retail cost of this cruise. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that number, we're going to head over to cruisingoncomps.com, and I have what's called a comp value calculator where we can plug that in along with everything else that I paid, and it's going to give me an idea of what the actual value of this comp is. So let's head over there real quick and take a look. Okay, now we're on cruisingoncomps.com. I'm under the comp value calculator, so what we're going to do is go ahead and select Carnival as the cruise line. This is a 7-day cruise. The retail cost is $31.52.86. My comp price was $829.86. And then I do have drink benefits. I have drinks all over the ship for one person. And then I have onboard credit of $300, and I have casino free play of $200. So what that's going to do is it's going to give me a comp value breakdown. The retail cost of the cruise, I'm saving $2,323. The value of the drink package is $489.65. Of course, I get $300 onboard credit, $200 of free casino play. So my total estimated comp value is $33,1265. The cost of the cruise retail, $31.52.86. So I'm in excess of that already. And then on top of that, what it does is gives me a budget ceiling. It says keep your total gambling spend at or below this amount to stay within a healthy range relative to the value of your comp. And if you want to know more about how I figure that out, go to Amazon, get my book, the step-by-step playbook to hacking the Carnival Players Club. And it'll kind of walk you through how I approach this. But something else to take into consideration is this is not the only cruise that I have booked based off of my 2025 play. So in addition to this particular cruise that I've booked, I also booked a cruise that I took back in April to the ABC Islands on the Carnival Horizon. And then I have a cruise booked for February on the Carnival Celebration. And I have a cruise booked in May on the brand new Carnival Festival. So this loss that generated this particular comp also generated all of those comp cruises that I took, and I'm saving a tremendous amount on those as well. So that's something else to take into consideration when we're talking about cruise casino comps is it's not going to be specific to just one cruise that you're booking. You can book multiple cruises. You're going to have multiple offers depending on what point level you hit and what type of average trip theoretical you create. But huge, massive value just on this one specific cruise. Now, having said that, from a budget perspective, I actually don't plan on gambling a whole lot on this cruise. This cruise is about the destination. And yes, I'm going to gamble a little bit. It's a casino comp and I've got some free play and it is a premier cruise. So yes, I will go into the casino, but my primary focus is going to be on the experience. The cruise experience, the Alaskan experience. So a couple of things that I have planned already, and then I want you guys' help if you've ever been on an Alaskan cruise to kind of help me with a couple of possible excursions that I have yet to plan. So the first thing I have is when we cruise the Endicott Arm Fjord, I have an excursion booked to get an up-close of the Dawes Glacier at the back end of the fjord. And then in addition to that, in Skagway, I have the White Pass train booked. In addition to that, we do have a couple more ports of call, and Juneau and Ketchikan. And I'm kind of wondering, I haven't booked any excursions for those two yet. I'm kind of wondering if anybody has any suggestions out there for me. So if you do, please leave them in the comments, because I don't anticipate this being the only Alaskan cruise I ever take. But I want to kind of get as much experience as I can. But at the same time, I don't want to go too far with the excursions and wear myself out. I want to be able to enjoy them. Ketchikan is a very short day. I think we're only in port for about 5, maybe 6 hours. Juneau a little bit longer. I've looked at, some whale watching tours and things like that. But I've also read that this time of year, you're not going to see as many whales. And if you do see whales, you're more likely to actually see them from the ship if you've got a balcony room, which I have, than you are going to be able to see them on these whale watching tours. And they're super expensive. I mean, everything from an excursion perspective in Alaska is very, very expensive. The up close to the Dawes Glacier, I actually paid for with my onboard credit. It was $270 something. And then the White Pass train, I think I ended up paying like $150 for the ticket for that. But the whale watching tours are $250 plus. And then there is one specific excursion that I'm kind of interested in Ketchikan, which is a Bering Sea crab boat that was on the Deadliest Catch season 2 that they've kind of transformed into a tourist boat where you go on and they show you how, crab fishing and all that type of stuff works. And at the end of it, they actually have an agreement with a nature preserve there that houses a bunch of bald eagles. And those bald eagles have gotten used to the fact that they will throw them fish and seafood off of the side of the boat. So they fly right up to the side of the boat and catch these things in midair, which I think would be kind of cool. But again, super expensive. I think that was like $280. So I don't want to go absolutely insane with how much money I'm going to expend on this trip. But if you have any suggestions, please share them with me. And I want to get as much information as I can. Maybe there's something out there that I haven't noticed, or if there's a third-party site that you highly recommend, or just anything that you've personally experienced in those two specific ports. If you would share with me, I would be grateful. So that's all I got to say about this specific cruise. I'm very excited about it. I'm actually going to be creating a episodic show series about Alaska. And I'm going to be breaking it down per day into an episode for each day. I've invested in some equipment to be able to really get into the vlogging style of, YouTube. And I'm very interested in exploring that side of things, because I want to just not only show you guys, casino style information, but this is cruising on comps, and I want to focus on the cruising side of it too. So the way I'm going to do that, each day I'm going to break down my gambling for that day, in addition to everything else that I did over the course of that day on the cruise ship. So I'm looking very much forward to producing something like that. It's going to be brand new to me. I'm probably going to suck at it. I'm not going to lie, but it's something that I definitely want to try. I've got several cruises coming up over the next several months, and I'm going to document all of them and turn all of them into these episodic style shows on YouTube that you can sit down and watch, just like a TV series, basically. And I'm very fortunate to be in a position to be able to take all of these cruises, and I want to be able to share those experiences with the audience. So if that's something you're interested in, and you have not subscribed, please click that subscribe button. But for now, I want to go ahead and leave you with that. I really appreciate you sticking out to the end of the video. Thank you so much. And next week, I will catch you on that one, where we're going to be talking about my upcoming cruise in just a couple of weeks on the Star of the Seas, where I'm taking my little brother with me on his very first cruise. So looking forward to that video I'll be giving to you next week. Thanks so much, and I will catch you on the next one.